One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Brock. Plows through the defense. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about Northern Illinois. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45 a lot of times. So many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
They'll run it from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Catch in the middle, it's Kennedy. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
They'll move the tight end. To the ground to try to move the chains. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. They make the stop right there, but Northern Illinois has the first down.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So Buffalo's offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, they've got a receiver. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off play action on first down. Makes the catch. It's Gilbert. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Back to throw. It's Applewhite. It's picked off. That's number 10. A return there would have just been icing. off play action. Makes the catch. It's Brock. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Now they'll try the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. You can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got the quick pass. Breaks into the open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Looking to throw again. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. On the run, fires downfield. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Back to throw, it's Applewhite. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team gets down the... So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got a man, it's Brock. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The play action fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Brock. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western.
The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He's got it on the outside. Turns it on down the left side. And he might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Gonna let it fly. Brings it in down the left side. Wide open space. And he'll haul it in and take it. Quarterback stands alone. All wide receivers. Looking to throw. It's Applewhite. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's second and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Runs through the tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Northern Illinois has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. On the move. There he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
With the catch, it's Kennedy. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Give to the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run?
He's running free down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Huskies. That'll give him a little more breathing. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On the move, he fires. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball. And runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll run play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Huskies! They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff to the lone back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.